Hi there, here's Livery here, and Owen is on. G'day. We're at Sydney Airport. Boeing 717-200 down there. Bit cloudy. And we have Team A turnaround on. 787 over there. Team A turnaround, basically we're going to fly to Canberra and back in the Boeing 717. So without too much ado, we'll start the boarding process. Hi there, Rossi, how are you doing? Cool, let's jump in. So the Boeing 717, nice little aeroplane. Cold and dark at the moment, we'll get it sorted up. Let's get these lights on right away. Battery in, ground power on. So today's flight, QJet 1519. Just waiting for the aircraft to boot up. Let's take a little while. Old slow 737 didn't get the tailwind, I guess. Seatbelt signs are in, navigation lights are on, beacon is off, logo goes on.
Cargo smoke. Cargo smoke.
Glide slope. Pull up.
Terrain, terrain.
Pull up.
Stabilizer. Slats. Flaps.
It's not selfish, it's just newbie when I do that. That's all. It's not that they want to slow down early, it's that they don't know that they're not meant to. After all, most air traffic control will default kind of like, we don't expect you to slow down. It's like you're not cleared to have a normal approach. It's cleared if it's different from normal. Alright, so we're going YSS-1 to Canberra. Cost index 50 today. Alternate is back to Sydney again. And have a look. Cruising altitude level 240. Okay, the block fuel is 55.16, 50.1. That's what I meant. Oh no. A second. Release, 55. Cool. That's set. And zero fuel weight, 41.6. It's 22. And zero is 18. That's 13 for departure. And let's have a listen to the wind. Edison 126.25.
feet. Temperature 1 at QNH 1022. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify receipt of information echo. Sydney terminal information echo. Expect ILS approach. Runway 16, left and right, for arrivals and departures. Parallel runway operations in progress. Independent departures in progress. Wind 180 degrees 10 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud view 2,500 feet. Scattered 3,500 feet. Broken 5,500 feet. Temperature 1 at QNH 1022. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify receipt of information echo. Sydney terminal information echo. Expect ILS approach.
Alright, that's information echo 120.5. Get ourselves a clearance. And we'll be flexing down 58. Stuck in the flat plan. TSAT 865. Ah, they're on site. Is it?
QJ 1585, push approved.
Status boost, QJ 1585.
City Tower, QJ 1519, requesting clearance to camera.
QJ 1519, Sydney Tower, g'day. You are cleared to Canberra via Wollongong flight plan route. Climb via SID 5,000 feet, runway 16 left, Abbey 3 departure. Score 4466 and departures with approach 124.4.
QJ 1519, clear to Canberra via Wollongong, Abbey 6 departure, runway 16 left. The Wollongong transition, score code 4466 and departures 124.4, QJ 1519.
QJ 1519.
Iris is aligned. Loco West requesting where I got the flight plan from. There's a number of places to get a flight plan from, but one of them is FlightAware. Bring it up, flightaware.com. Flight Finder, and I've just chucked in Sydney, Canberra. Click search. I'm a 717. That's our actual flight, QJ 1519. And I wonder what that is. That'll be a flight plan. TSAT 865 to Canberra. Hence that. Alrighty, let's run a checklist before we start everything. Gear pins and covers removed from the first officer, thanks for that. Maintenance log, status page checked. Cargo smoke has been tested, hydraulic panel is set. Electrical panel, RM power, ground power. Let's start up the APU. Air panel set, ice protection set.
Qantas 536 with Echo request taxi.
Engines cut off.
Qantas 536, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 25 to the Bravo 10 holding point, runway 16
Stereo light
left.
set.
Bravo cross
Doesn't sign to
25, correction Charlie cross 25 to the Bravo 10 holding point 16 left, Qantas
The
536.
flight instruments not yet set. Let's chuck in our departure route. SID from runway 16 left via Abbey 3 and the Wollongong transition. And we'll delete the discontinuity. Done. RS is set, engine fire test.
Fire, right engine.
Boeing 777 Sydney Tower requesting Lifecam to Canberra.
APU fire.
Flight time today is under 40 minutes.
Boeing 777 Sydney Tower, g'day. You're cleared to Canberra via Wollongong flight plan route. Climb via
RS is set.
5,000 feet.
Take a one
Runway
existing set.
16 right, Dina 7 departure off the Wollongong transition.
Radar transponder.
Squawk 4461.
And the transponder. 4466. Rudder and aileron trim, both centered. O2 masks. Pressure's good. Ship's papers on board, fuel quantity is checked. FMS is set for departure. Flap takeoff selector is in the up position, so we'll be flap 13. Stabilizer trim. Not yet set, look at that now. Trim 3.8. Set. Okay, takeoff briefing. We're sitting here in domestic 18. Be pushing back nose to the right hand side. Taxi out to runway 16 left, which is via Charlie, all the way up to Bravo 10, and then is runway 16 right, left. Our departure is via the, not that one, Abbey. Abbey 3. There we go. Send that down there. Abbey 3 departure. This will climb 500 feet, then a left-hand turn of 100 degrees. There it is. Intercepting outbound to Kevin. And from Kevin, beyond 6,000 feet, we track to Julia, then Abbey, then Wollongong. Terrain mode is in. V speeds have been set, showing a rotation speed of 129, a V1 121. Heading 155 for the runway. And initial climb was 5,000. Set. FMS speed will be on the departure, using a nav and the profile. Profile is armed. APU generator is currently off. We'll turn that on now, and we can come off the ground power. APU air is set, and I'll use one of the packs. And announcement on the intercom. Yes, there's a phone. Cool. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Captain from the flight deck. My name is Trent. Joining me on the flight deck is Oz Vatsim Esre. We'll be taking you down to Canberra today as Qantaslink flight 1519 to Canberra. Flight time today is just over 40 minutes. will be on the way shortly, so I ask that you get yourself seated with your seatbelts fastened in preparation for departure. Cabin crew will be coming through the airplane to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. We hope you enjoy the flight with us on Qantas, and thanks for flying with us. Aircraft today is a Boeing 717-200, and we'll be cruising at an altitude of 24,000 feet, roughly 9 kilometers above the ground. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure. Alrighty, so on the overhead we are ready. City Tower, QJet 1519, ready for pushback at gate Echo, so again, gate number 8, information Echo.
QJet 1519, push approved.
Push approved, QJet 1519.
Qantas 536, contact departures, bye-bye.
Departure, see you later, Qantas 536. Correction, ATR, lefty 134.
We'll see 134, go ahead.
Alright, lefty 134 is clear, IFR to Melbourne as filed, runway 16 left, ABG departure, and initial climb to, correction, initial climb to 5,000, and the squawk code should be 4512, and departure frequency on 124.4, lefty 134.
We'll see 134.
Locking gear. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted. Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Cabin crew, arm doors, cross check. Okay, we're ready for the startup. Pack's coming off. Our station feed is open. And we'll start number 2. Right engine set. And 2's rising. There's 20. Right engine set to run. That's a good start, and we'll start on the left side. Turbo set, engine number 1 set to run.
Set parking brakes.
Parking brakes are set.
Sydney Tower, UBS 1585, ready for departure.
Job set.
QJet 1585, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Tail truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Ups 13. Set. HVAC ground, we'll see you on the left hand side. Connect.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Make clear. Checklist. After the checklist, external power switch is off. Hydraulic transfer pumps are on. Pack isolation switches auto. Packs are on. ADIS not required for the departure. Air data switch is verified on. And heat switch. Very good. APU is off. Transponder TCAS is on. Ground equipment is removed. Taxi checklist. Flaps are flap 13. Just need to do the flight controls. Config. Spoilers armed. Flight controls checked. And flight controls verified. KFCP is set for departure.
QJet
Takeoff
1585,
data
contact departures, bye bye.
is complete. Departure briefing is complete.
Departure is UBS 1585, thank you.
Okay, we'll start the taxi. City Tower, QJet 1519, ready for taxi.
QJet 1519, taxi via Charlie, cross runway 25 to the Bravo 10 holding point, runway 16 left.
Yeah, Charlie, and cross runway 25, holding point Bravo 10, QJet 1519. Clear the taxi, let's go.
Sydney Tower, velocity 134, stands 38, ready for push start.
Velocity 134, push approved.
Push approved, plus 134.
Boeing 777 Sydney Tower, ready for taxi. Correction, ready for push back.
Boeing 777, push approved.
Boeing 777, push approved.
Sydney Tower, velocity 6149, just requesting a radio check. City 6149, hear you 5x5. Copy, and 5x5 for you.
Boeing 777, revising, cruising altitude to flight level 240.
Boeing 777, standby.
It's gonna crash on me. Let's not do external views next time, eh? And we are back. On the ground, that's it. The reason would be TFDi. We change view, so TFDi has to crash. It's just how it happens. TFDi plus changing view equals crash. Oh, you just missed a crash to desktop, that's all. Stick pusher.
Cargo smoke. Cargo smoke. Fire right engine. Fire left engine. APU fired. Stabilizer. Slats. Flaps.
Glide slope. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Pull up.
Yeah, I'll log into Vatsim, alright. Sydney to Canberra.
1022. On first contact with Sydney, ground or approach, notify receipt of information echo. Sydney terminal information echo. Expect ILS approach. Runway 16, left and right, for arrivals and departures.
Still the same as it was last time. Okay, it's 65 to Canberra. Flight 13, flex 58. Same details as last time. Okay, block altitude 5.6 is correct. 41.6. CG is 23 and 18. Alright, checklists. Gears, pins and covers removed. Maintenance log is checked. Status page. I'll grab it. Checked. Doors are open. Cargo smoke's done. Electric hydraulics. Transfer buses on and auxiliary. Electrical panel. Sitting on external power. Air panel. Packs are off. Protection. Anti-fog not required. The rest of the anti-ice is fine. Windshield ice is on. Engines. And 3.8. Set. IRS is in the line. Takeoff warning system is checked. Fuel switches on. Radar is off. We'll leave it off. Transponder. Rudder and aileron trim. And 2 masks. Papers are in. Fuel quantity 5.6. Takeoff selector is default. FMS is set. Stat trim is set. Takeoff briefing.
Just 513 information, Echo request taxi 16 left.
Just 513 taxi via Charlie, cross runway 25 to the Bravo 10 holding point, runway 16 left.
Charlie, cross runway 25, Bravo 10 holding point, runway 16 left, just 513.
City Tower, g'day, Qantas 1065.
Qantas 1065, Sydney Tower, g'day, runway 16 right, clear to land.
Continue approach, Qantas 1065.
Clear to land.
Right, please land 16 right, Qantas 1065.
Static pitot is good. There's the angle of attack sensor. Three pitot probes on the top there.
Sydney Tower, velocity 32, request IFSAR clearance from Sydney to Melbourne, information Foxtrot.
Velocity 32, Sierra, g'day, contact ground 126.5, bye bye.
The ground is available. Thank you very much.
Stations on the ground, contact ground 126.5, bye bye.
Almost as low as a Cessna wing, that wing. $126.5.
Sydney ground, velocity 32, requesting IFR clearance from Sydney to Melbourne, information Foxtrot.
Velocity 32, Sydney approach, g'day, stand. Yeah, velocity 32, Sydney ground, g'day. Cleared to Melbourne via Cliff flight plan routes. Cliff has a long gone transition and has filed.
I don't have 30 for Canberra.
Departures is with.
Dispatch release, FMS wake data is set. Doors, windows. Sounds like I can close. Start the APU.
Bob.
AP is running.
Western 65 holding short Bravo, runway 25.
And Western 65 cross runway 25, taxi via Bravo, right Charlie 1, hold short. No, person right Charlie 1, domestic.
Right, continue on Bravo, right on Charlie 1 to the bay, Qantas 1065. Copy, Gator.
Sydney ground, g'day, Qantas 335. Request their westbound.
Qantas 335, good day, Darryl, stand by. Qantas 1065, hold short Charlie 1, there's an Air New Zealand 777 blocking your way.
Ground power's disconnected.
Yeah, Sydney ground, Qantas 1065, I've got the Air New Zealand, just moving forward now.
Alright, just continue hold. Okay, looks like he's turning right. You can turn around to Charlie 1, taxi to the bay.
Roger, he's clearing out to the right now. We'll get on Charlie 1 to the domestic 1, Qantas 1065.
Qantas 335 cleared to Canberra via Wollongong flight plan route. Cliff 4, departure Wollongong transition, runway 16 right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent. Joining me is YouTube. We'll be taking you down to Canberra today as Qantas Flight 1519 on board our Boeing 717-200. Cabin crew coming through the aircraft to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. Apologies for the delayed departure. We'll look to get as much of that time back as we can, but unfortunately we are fairly late now. So we'll be departing as soon as we can once we get a slot with air traffic control. Since you are preparing for departure, I ask that you take your seats as quickly as possible so we can get on underway. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure.
Roger, Tango, left Lima, right Bravo, hold short 35 minutes, Q-Link 415, Delta.
City ground, QJet 1519 at gate 8, information echo, ready for push.
QJ 1519, City ground, good day, push and start approved.
Push start approved, QJet 1519.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Thanks for that, so we're also ready for push.
Sydney ground, this is Velocity 69, requesting clearance from Sydney to Melbourne. But information Foxtrot.
Velocity sign Sydney ground, good day, cleared to Melbourne via
Welcome back,
via long flight plan route. Unit 7 departure Wollongong transition, then it's filed. Flying by 5000, runway 16 right. Departure frequency 124.84.
Go for the push, parking brake set. Cabin crew, arm doors, question.
Sydney ground VA69, just to confirm departure.
Velocity 69 departure, D7 departure, Wollongong transition.
All I can say is that the new Vatsim voice will be much better than the one that we're listening to right now. Doesn't matter about the audio quality, the fact remains when you press your push to talk button, the other person hearing at the moment that you press. Because right now, with the current system, when I'm talking, they're hearing me about 1.5 seconds late.
Cleared
There's the delay in the...
to depart Melbourne Airport via Dina 7 departure.
Link 4, join Milton Cross runway 25, taxi via Bravo Charlie to the bay. Correction, taxi via Bravo right Charlie 1 to the bay.
Metro cross 25, Bravo, right Charlie 1 to the bay, Link 4, $15.
That's a good start. We'll start number the right side.
335, we're at stand domestic 39, request push to start.
Qantas 335, stand by. And Qantas 335, push and start approved.
Push start approved, Qantas 335.
How they going? Hand on. Brakes are set. APU cool down. Thanks for that. We'll see you on the left side. Lap 13. TCAS.
We can move blocking the exit, taxiway for Link 4, $15.
Okay, for $15, thank you. And the velocity 69, go ahead.
Sydney ground velocity 69, just requesting my squawk code.
I've started checks, external power switch is off,
Velocity
hydraulic pumps
69,
on,
squawk
on-station switches auto,
0. Again, that's
gun
44,
switches
60.
on, transponder TCAS is set. Ground equipment
Sydney
is
ground
removed.
velocity 69, thank you.
Flaps, spoilers are set, flight controls.
And velocity 69, can I get a read back of your clearance, please?
Velocity 69, clear to the Melbourne Airport via the Dina 7 departure. Climb to maintain 5,000 feet after departure. We'll go to 124.4 from 16 right.
Controls are set.
Call 369, thank you.
FCP is set 5,000, 250 and 155. Takeoff data is completed. And that's up to the taxi.
QJet 1519. Oh, how long until you're ready for taxi?
1519 ready now.
1519, perfect. Run a 6 left, taxi via Charlie, left onto Bravo 10, passing Sierra, contact tower on 120.5.
Up on Charlie, runway 25 and Bravo 10. QJet 1519.
And Q-Link 415 Delta behind the departing QJet 1519 taxi to the bay.
Fine, company traffic, taxi to the bay, Q-Link 415 Delta.
Call 789 heavy, Sydney Ground, good day, taxi by Alpha, cross 25, Alpha to the bay. By Alpha, cross runway 25 on the side.
Qantas 355 with completed push and start. We're in receipt of Foxtrot Delta 39 request taxi.
Qantas 335, Sydney Ground, g'day, taxi via Russian runway. Runway 16 left, taxi via Charlie, right Lima, hold short, 16 left. 16 right, sorry.
Okay, taxi to runway 16 right via Charlie and Lima, Qantas 335.
Good looking airplane, that one.
Monitor radar display. Go around. Wind shear ahead.
Sydney Ground, helicopter call, for BFR over the CBD.
Call for my Sydney Tower, good day, stand by. heavy, runway 25 cross. 789, thank you. And there's also some, do you have a specific request for your VFR flight today? Do you have a specific route?
Just direct over the CBD would be good. We're just going to do orbit. Golf Echo Mike.
Take off Echo Mike, stand by.
Sydney ground, corner.
Cabin crew, seats for departure.
65 for Canberra. I am unable to accept SID, will accept radar. Request airways clearance.
Okay, climb 65, g'day. Cleared to Canberra Airport by the Sydney 1 departure. Climb by SID 5000, runway 16 right. Squawk 22.
Sydney Tower, QJet 1519 will be ready on reaching runway 16 on our left.
QJet 1519, Sydney Tower, g'day, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
16 left, clear for takeoff, QJet 1519. Takeoff checklist, runway is 16 left, EAD set, cabin crew has been sat. Landing lights, radar is on. Lights are on, transponder is set, TA array. Full takeoff checklist is complete. Auto flight. Let's go. Takeoff first set. $80 knots. V1, rotate. V2. Dials on the right, gear up.
QJet 1519, contact departures. Bye bye.
Roger, is QJet 1519. City departure is QJet 1519, climbing 5000, leaving 1100.
QJet 1519, confirm squawk 4467.
Ah, we had 66. Alright, let's squawk code 4467.
QJet 1519, thank you very much. Stay new altitude.
QJet 1519, passing 2200.
1519, identify climb via SID, flight level 240, cancel speed restrictions.
Cancel speed by the SID, flight level 240, QJet 1519.
Singapore 288, descend via the star 6000. 6000 via the star, Singapore 288. Rick 613, turn right, heading 065.
There's acceleration height, flaps
Turn right, heading
0.
065, Rick 613.
Stabilizer motion.
Sats retracts. And auto flight and command. We're cleared up to a flight level, 1013 set.
Very Sydney approach, Qantas 1611 with you, descending through 192 to 10,000. Qantas 1611 Sydney approach, today information Foxtrot current. You can continue descent down to 9,000, runway 16 TFDi, let's approach. And information Foxtrot is current, and I have that information, and continue descent 9,000. Expect ILS 16 right. Rex 613, you're a couple of nautical miles from Erdon. 10 right, heading 125. Maintain 3,000 settle established. You'll clear the ILS. Runway 16 right. Clear right, heading 125. Maintain 3,000. Clear the ILS approach for 16 right. Rex 613. Singapore 288 at Boogie, 10 left heading 340.
Boogie left heading 340, Singapore 288.
After takeoff check, landing gear is up, flaps are up, retracted, flap TO selected is okay, spoilers are disarmed, I was about to go. Drop transfer pumps can go off. There's 10,000. Lights are off, altimeters are set, and seatbelt.
Right, 613, just confirm 16 left or 16 right, you're established. 16 right, Rex 613. Rex 613, roger, contact tower 120.5, g'day. 0.5, and apologies, the localizers don't seem to be working in my aircraft. I'll be 2 seconds. 613, no drops.
See if we can catch the
Singapore 288, descend 4,000.
4,000, Singapore 288.
2745.
Qantas 1611, descend bus 9,000. Qantas 1611, 9,000.
Pitch 1021. On first contact with Canberra ground or approach, notify receipt of Echo. Canberra terminal information Echo, runway 35. Expect ILS approach.
I want to do that for 5 10
060 degrees, 9 knot. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud overcast, 3,500. Overcast, 4,100. Temperature 17 degrees. UNH 1021. On first contact with Canberra ground or approach, notify receipt of Echo. Canberra terminal information Echo. Runway 35. Expect ILS approach. Wind 060 degrees, 9 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud overcast 3,500.
Alright, it's going to be runway 35. So I'll set that up with the Resi 6 Alpha arrival, runway 35.
Singapore to 88, turn right, heading 070.
Let's run the brief now. Don't have much time.
On a 1611, descend by the star 6000.
Slick, Foxlow,
Descend by the star 6000.
and Goebel at 205 knots or less. And it's Menzi into the ILS. ILS is 109.5. And inbound course is 348. Minimums for category 1 is 4170. Again, 2170.
TJ 1519, contact Melbourne Centre, 15.0, get there.
15.0, QJet 1519. Hi there, Jack, how you doing? Melbourne Centre, QJet 1519, climbing flight level 240.
QJet 1519, Melbourne Centre, today you cleared the Resi 6 Alpha arrival runway 35, flight level 240.
The Resi 6 Alpha arrival, runway 25, QJet 1519. Okay, set checklist, landing data and briefing is complete. DA, MDA has been set, FMS is set up. And that's the setup to the line.
Altitude.
1,000 go. We flaps 40 with the V approach 131. Pretty much a solid overcast there. Undercast for good, I think.
Melbourne Centre, good evening, Qantas 446, flight level 370, and ready to copy star clearance.
Qantas 446, Melbourne Centre, g'day, clear the river 3 arrival, runway 16 right, flight level 370.
Cleared the river 90416 right, flight level 370, Qantas 446.
Egypt 1519 when ready, descend 10,000, QNH 1021.
So again for 1519, sorry.
Yeah. Egypt 1519 when ready, descend 10,000, QNH 1021.
When ready down at 10,000, QNH 1021, QJet 1519. 10,000 is set. And down we go. 1021 set. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Captain speaking from the flight deck. We'll begin our descent into Canberra at this stage, and we're anticipating arriving there in about 20 minutes time. In preparation of landing, cabin crew will be coming through the airplane to ensure that everything is set for our arrival. I do ask you to pay them your full attention. Looking at the weather down in Canberra today, it's overcast, with a temperature of 17 degrees. A little bit of wind around, but not too major. We hope you've enjoyed flying with us on Qantas on board our 717. Thanks for flying with us. I hope you have a very enjoyable onward journey from the Canberra Airport and a productive stay in Canberra.
Sound good, Mike. Clear Mike. Flight level 190.
Mike Leonard, Mike Melbourne Centre, g'day, cleared the river 3 arrival. Runway 16 right, flight level 190.
10,000 on Vatsim, eh? Cool.
Cleared the river 3 right, 190, and just taking the runway, Mike.
Mike runway 16 right.
Colour 16 right, Mike.
Boeing 777, Melbourne, Sensor, Element 240.
Boeing 777, Melbourne, Sensor, g'day. Clear the river arrival runway 1, right. Climb flight level 280.
What's something say again?
Boeing 777, cleared rivet 3, arrive runway 16 right. Climb flight level 280.
Boeing 777, clear the river 3, arrival runway 16 right, and climb flight level 280.
Looks like I better log into ATC for 30 seconds.
Good afternoon, Qantas 6, climbing to flight level 260.
Qantas 1065, Melbourne Centre, g'day. Cleared Razzie 6 Alpha, arrival runway 35, flight level 260. Qantas 1065, sorry, you're a negative star, aren't you?
Qantas 1065.
Qantas 1065, sorry about that. From Razzie, cleared direct vectors, maintain flight level 260, and you can expect runway 35.
This is confirmed from Razzie, direct Canberra, flight level 30, runway 35, Qantas 1065.
Qantas 1065. QJ 1519, Canberra approach 124, Mike there.
124.5, QJ 1519. Canberra approach, QJet 1519, on descent 10,000, leaving flight level 160. Information, okay.
QJ 1519, today Canberra approach, runway 35, expect the ILS approach.
ILS 35, QJet 1519. Seatbelt signs on. Get pilot ratings by doing the pilot rating tests. There's no real benefit to it other than, you know, get some extra knowledge.
QJet 1519, stand by the star 9000.
Stand by the star 9000, QJet 1519. 9000 is set.
Qantas 708, descend by the star 8000.
Descend by star 8000, Qantas 708.
Seagulls 232, contact Melbourne Centre 124 days 10, g'day.
Roger, Melbourne 124.0, Seagulls 232.
Qantas 708, descend by the star 7000.
Descend by the star 7000, Qantas 708.
Auto landing? Yeah, don't know. It's a 717. A bit weird to fly sometimes.
QJet 1519, descend by the star 6000.
Down the 6000 by the star jet, QJet 1519. $6,000 set. Lights on. Seat the crew. Cabin crew, please be seated for landing.
Qantas 708, descend by the star 6000.
Descend by star 6 to Qantas 708.
Qantas 708, descend by the star 5400 from Menzies. Cleared ILS approach runway 35. Report establishment.
Descend by star 5400, cleared ILS approach runway 35 and report established Qantas 708.
In-flight bar. Good stuff. I think the new descend via the star phraseology is essentially redundant in Australian airspace.
1-0,000 receives echo.
Qantas 1065 today, Canberra approach runway 35.
It makes sense in America, where it actually has a reason to exist, but in Australia we're not using it like the Americans do. And I don't think it actually works the way it's currently in effect. But hey, that's what the real world wants to do.
Contact Canberra Tower 1188.7, g'day.
Over to Tower 1187, Qantas 708.
Drag requested. You can see there our intercept altitude is 5,400. In America that's it, just descend via the star and you just type in that, that's it. I don't even give you an altitude to descend to. Descend via the blah 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 arrival. Altimeter blah. That works very well.
Canberra approach Qantas 1065, just confirm we're from Vector for runway 35, ILS.
Qantas 1065, I was on when ready and landing 18.
Left heading 180, we're commencing now with Qantas 1065.
QJet 1519, descend via the star 5400 from Menzies, cleared ILS runway 35, report established.
5,400 and from Menzies cleared the ILS approach runway 35. QJet 1519. Take slats please, recheck.
Qantas 1065, descend to 6,000.
Slats extended.
6,000, Qantas 1065.
Yeah, clear the approach. Approach mode is set.
Stabilizer motion.
Check. Flap 13, speed check. Flap 13. Hydraulics. Stereo lights are on. Okay, let it go down. And we'll take 160. Qjet 1519 established on 035.
Qjet 1519, contact Tower 118 decimal 7 today.
18.7, Qjet 1519. We'll take flaps. Flaps 20 actually, 25. Set. Canberra approach Qjet 1519 established on 035. Flap 40 and speed managed.
Qjet 15, correction, Qjet 1519, g'day Canberra Tower.
Travelling about 8 miles ahead over the runway. My aircraft, my throttles.
Autopilot. Autopilot. Stabilizer motion.
Tower.
1000.
708 vacated at Bay 35.
Qantas 708, you
Stable.
can perform Qantas 708, hold present position.
Hold position, Qantas 708.
$15.19, runway 35, clear to land.
35 clear to land, Qjet 1519.
Qantas 708, you've got two options here. Either you can hold back at the backtrack 35 for the Delta, or if you feel you're not going to get bogged, you can try taxiway Alpha, your call.
Approaching minimums.
Go with taxiway Alpha, Qantas 708.
300.
Qantas 708, taxi
Continue.
via Alpha and hold short of Delta.
200.
Taxiway Alpha, hold short Delta, Qantas 708.
Glide slow.
100.
Glide slow. Glide slow.
50.
Glide slow.
30. 20. 10. 5.
$171. Qjet 1519 will take Alpha as well.
Qjet 1519, taxi via Alpha and hold short of Delta.
Alpha, hold short Delta, Qjet 1519.
Qantas 708 at Delta, cross runway 35, then turn left onto Bravo.
At Delta, cross runway 35 and then left onto Bravo, Qantas 708.
Canberra Tower, hello, Qantas 1065.
Qantas 1065, g'day, Canberra. Qantas 708, cancel cross runway, short at Delta.
Hold short, Delta, Qantas 708.
Qantas 708, break, Qantas 1065, runway 5, cleared to land.
Cleared to land, runway 35, Qantas 1065.
And the radar goes off. Settle back in the seat. APU start. Let's run the checklist. Flattening, spoils directed, flaps and slats retracts. Radar is off, transponder on for the moment. Landing lights are off. APU is on.
All stations, Canberra information, Foxtrot now current. Changes are cloud, overcast, 3,300 feet, temperature 16 degrees, information Foxtrot.
Park brake, set. That's alright, already arrived, so if it crashes now, ooh, he got off on Delta. Nice.
Qantas 1065, taxi Bravo, cross runway 12 and then to the stand.
Left on the Bravo, cross runway 12 to the bay, Qantas 1065.
Qantas 708, cross runway 35 and then follow the company 73.
Cross runway 35 and following company 737, Qantas 708. Good evening.
708 today. UJet 1519, cross runway 35, then follow the Qantas 737.
Cross runway 35, following the 737, QJet 1519.
Qantas 70, cross runway 12.
Cross runway 12, Qantas 70.
UJet 1519, cross runway 12.
Cross runway 12, QJet 1519. No, not using reshade. Select it yet, he might be going to 9. If he's going to 9, we'll go to 8. If he's going to 8, we'll go to 9. I'm looking to reshade, see what it does. Tomato's working fine. Yeah, quite busy baggage claim today. Cool, he's in for 9, we'll go to 8. Today? Here it is, 8. Light off. Brakes are set. Okay, engine is cool. We are on APU. Kevin, disarm doors, cross check. Seatbelt signs off. APU off. Alrighty, let's turn this airplane around. Canberra to Sydney.
Canberra Tower, good day. This is
Cool.
Kilo 670 inbound ILS approach runway 35.
Tigo 678, g'day, Canberra Tower. Runway 35, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 35, Kilo 678.
That's us there, 1520. Board a 20-minute hold on. That is correct call. $210. Put my name in it. There we go. Hello James, how you doing? Ah, you're that guy over there, were you? Cool. That's a pretty picture. Okay, let's get ready for our departure. Nav setting up. And get logged in as a new call sign. Okay, emergency power switch is back in. How much fuel do we need? 5208. go. Send that out. Okay, 127.45 already set. Have another squeeze.
321. On first contact with Canberra ground or approach, notify receipt of Foxtrot. Canberra terminal information Foxtrot. Runway 35. Expect ILS approach. Wind 060 degrees, 9 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Clouds overcast 3,300 feet. Temperature 1 degrees. UNH 1021. On first contact with Canberra ground or approach, notify receipt of Foxtrot. Canberra terminal information Foxtrot. Run.
Iris align. We'll check on the flight plan. Alt note is Williamtown. QJet 1520. Cruise 210. And 50 still.
Figures 668, backtrack where able, turn around where able, backtrack runway 35, vacated Delta.
Backtrack when able and vacate out Delta, Kudos 678.
And from Cullen, Yankee 59 TSAT. Rivet, really. Okay, we already know the departure will be runway 35 and it's going to be the Cullen 9.
Canberra Tower, Foxtrot 502 Echo X-ray is with you. The ILS for 35.
502 X-ray, g'day Canberra Tower.
Lock will be 5.3.
502 X-ray, runway 35 cleared to land, and traffic is an A320 on the runway vacating.
41.6.
We'll land 35, copy the traffic, to Echo X-ray.
Kudos 678, vacated on Delta.
Figures 678, turn left onto Bravo, cross runway 12 and then to the stands, g'day.
Left on Bravo, cross runway 12, and taxi to stand. Thank you.
Canberra clearance. Canberra approach, QJet 1520, requesting coast to Sydney.
QJet 1520, you are cleared Sydney via Kulin planned route. Kulin 9 departure, runway 35. Climb via the SID, 10,000 feet. Squawk 2203, departure frequency 24.5.
Jet 1520, clear the city via Cullen 9 departure runway 35. Initial climb 10,000 feet. Score code 2203 and departure is 24.5.
Jet 1520.
10,000 is set. I think it's 250. I'll just double check if there's any other requirements. Nope, 250 seal. Checklist.
All stations, Canberra information Golf now current, changes wind to 050 degrees, 7 knots, cloud scattered 3,500, temperature 15, QNH 1021, information Golf.
Let's write that one down. Okay, cockpit. You have to do a bit of a go around for that one.
Canberra Tower, good afternoon. Velocity 611 on the island. 35 approach.
Velocity 611, g'day, Canberra Tower.
Gear chocks are in.
Canberra Tower, Echo X-ray, clear of 35 on altitude and 52 feet.
Echo X-ray, turn left onto Bravo, cross runway 12 and then to the stand.
Left on Bravo, cross 17 to the bay, Echo X-ray.
Velocity 611, runway 35, cleared to land.
Clear to land, runway 35, velocity 611.
Pit top looks good.
Velocity 611, I've just updated the ATIS. What you're in receipt of information, Golf?
B4.
Qantas 719, information Golf, requesting IFR clearance to Perth. Qantas 719, you are cleared to Perth via none-up planned route, none-up 7 departure, runway 35, climb via the SID 10,000 feet, squawk 2237, and departure frequency 124.5. Qantas 719, cleared to Perth by none-up planned route, none-up 7 departure off runway 35, climb via SID 10,000, squawk 2237, and departures 124.5, Qantas 719. Qantas 719.
Canberra Tower, g'day, Qantas 335, established ILS 35.
Qantas
Okay, we'll see that was
g'day,
in
Canberra Tower.
and out.
And Canberra Tower, for information, Qantas 335 broke.
Alrighty, AP going on.
Glide slope. Pull up. Terrain, terrain. Pull up.
slats, flaps, brakes, slats,
APU is rolling. Hey, the ground, we clear to disconnect that ground power, thanks. Alright, let's run some departure briefing. Runway 35, so we'll be taxiing out via Bravo, probably November. Get it airborne from there. After departure, we're tracking outbound to 335 degrees to Vicky, and then direct to Cullen. This climb is 10,000, 21,000 feet for the top. .210 set. Okay, the runway is 3,283 meters long, but we'll be using the portion north of November. That gives us about 3,200. Profile is armed. And let's run the rest of the check. Fuel panel. Fuel is good. Exterior lights are set. Seatbelt signs are in. Beacon is on. Iris set. Takeoff warning system set. Radar is checked. Transponder set. 2203.
TCAS test pass.
Check. Rudder and aileron trim are neutral. 3.5 on the takeoff. Request 3.8. Set. FMS is set. Fuel quantity 5.2. That checks out. Flap selector is in the hash. Stub trim is set. Takeoff briefing completed. Alright, before start. Dispatch release, FMS is received. Doors, windows and slides are, I'm assuming they're closed, we'll have a look. Yep. Hydraulic transfer pumps are in. APU's on the air. Anti-ice is set. Data heat switch is set. APU is on. Transponder TCAS is set. Transfer frequency 124.5 set. And ground equipment. Alright, we're clear for the push. Or ready for the push. Nose to the left. Hi there, Glut, how you doing?
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Hi there, we're also ready. Give a sec. $121.7.
Locking gear.
Canberra ground QJet 1520 is ready for pushback. Information Golf.
Quebec 15, pushback approved.
Pushback approved. QJet 1520.
And Qantas 1065, just give me 2 minutes to get clearance ready.
Departure check completed.
Standing by, Qantas 1065.
Release parking brakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Captain speaking from the flight deck. My name is Trent. Joining me on the flight deck is Owen. We'll be taking you up to Sydney today as Qantas Flight 1520 on board our Boeing 717. Flight time today is just over half an hour, about 40 minutes, and we're pretty much ready to push back now. Cabin crews coming through to ensure that everything is ready for our departure. They do have safety messages for you. I'll certainly pay your full attention. That said, we'll be on the way shortly. Cruise altitude is 21,000 feet in altitude, and we'll be on the way very shortly. Thanks for flying with us on the Qantas. Cabin crew, please prepare the aircraft for departure. Thanks for your patience. We are ready for push now. Parking brake is released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Clear for the start. Arrows in. Let's do it. Start right side.
Qantas 1065, Canberra ground.
Right side engine set.
Are you ready to copy? Alright.
Canberra ground, Qantas 1065, copy.
Qantas 1065, declared to Sydney by Canberra 9 departure, runway 35, climb 56, 10,000 feet, squawk 2117.
Clear to Canberra by Canberra 9, runway 35, maintain 10,000, squawk 2117, Qantas 1065.
Qantas 1065, sorry my bad, and departures on Canberra approach 124.5.
124.5 departures, Qantas.
Good side of the right side or side of the left?
1065.
Ground, g'day, Qantas 335, we're off on mic and requesting taxi to any available bay at this time.
Qantas 335, taxi by Bravo to the bay.
Bravo to the bay, 335.
Parking brake set. Gear is unlocked.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
It's a good start. Thank you for that. You are clear to the tank. We'll see you on the right side.
719 requesting push and start after the company 717.
Quarter 719. Sorry, after the
Flaps 13.
Qantaslink 1717, your pushback is approved.
Switches are off. AP is off.
After Qantaslink 717, push is approved. Qantas 719.
I do need to do a quick check of config. Full taxi checklist. Flaps set. Spoilers are armed. Flight controls checked. Brake temperatures are fine. FCP is set for the bar to 10,000. Profile. And in the nav.
Qantas 1065, roger.
FCP and takeoff data is complete. Ready to move. Qantaslink 1520 is ready for taxi.
Qantaslink 1520, taxi via Charlie Bravo to the November Airport runway 35.
Charlie Bravo, November, runway 35, Jet 1520.
Qantas 719, pushback approved after the Q-Jet.
Push is approved, Qantas 719.
And Qantas 1065 after the Q-Jet. Qantaslink 717 taxis behind you, pushback is approved. Caution, a company 737 is pushed back on the right hand side.
The 717 behind and the 737 out to my right, pushback approved. Qantas 765. Canberra Ground, Qantas 1065, request a taxi.
Qantas 1065, taxi to the November Airport runway 355 Bravo.
Monitor radar display.
XUR Bravo, November,
Go around.
point runway
Wind shear ahead.
35.
Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Careful, takeoff checklist. Runway entry point is November. EAD is jacked.
QJ 1520, you can contact the tower now, 118.7, bye-bye.
108.7 QJets 1520.
West, runway 35.
Okay, radar is set.
Velocity
Transponder
289, g'day,
CA
Canberra South.
Just need lights and cabin.
Canberra Tower, good day. This is QDOS 668 with Information Golf, requesting IFR clearance to Melbourne.
Cabin.
Please
take your seats. Follow.
Contact Canberra ground 121.7. I'll chat to you when you're at the runway.
121.7, sorry about that. QDOS 668.
Velocity 280, runway 16, correction, runway 35, cleared to land.
Runway 35, clear to land, velocity 289.
Tower, QJet 1520, holding short, runway 35.
QJet 1520, hold short.
Continue hold short, 1520. Parking brake set.
Canberra Tower, Qantas 1065, ready. Qantas 1065, hold short, November. Holding short, November, Qantas 1065.
Auto flight set. Brawley Walnuts, how you doing?
UGF 1520, traffic is a Boeing 77 on final runway 35.
Copy traffic, 1520.
UGF 1520, just advise when you have the traffic inside.
1520, have it.
UGF 1520, behind the arriving 737, line up and wait behind.
Behind the inbound 737, line up, runway 35 and wait behind QJet 1520. Brakes released. Off we go. All the lights on.
Velocity 289, runway 35, backtrack where able, vacated Delta.
Backtrack and vacated Delta, velocity 289.
Parking brake set.
EasyJet 1520, runway 35, cleared for takeoff.
1035, clear for takeoff, QJet 1520. Brakes released. Traffic ahead.
Velocity 289, contact ground 121.7, g'day.
121.7, velocity 289, thanks.
Takeoff first.
Qantas 1065, runway 35, line up and wait.
Airspeed.
Line up and wait, runway 35, Qantas 1065.
$80 knots. V1. Rotate. V2. Positive right, gear up.
Yeah, good evening, Qantas 719, holding point November, runway 35.
Qantas 719, g'day, Canberra Tower, hold present position. Break, Qantas 1065, assigned right, standby.
Climb thrust set.
Qantas 1065, assigned right, heading 010.
Assigned right, heading 010, Qantas 1065.
And auto flight.
Qantas 1065, runway 35, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 35, Qantas 1065.
QJet 1520, contact approach.
Water 4.5, QJet 1520. Flaps retract. Flap 0. Camera approach, QJet 1520. Climbing 10,000, leaving 5,500.
Camera approach, good evening, velocity 277 with you at 12,000 feet for a 10,000 altitude.
QJet 1520, today Canberra approach, you're identified. Climb flight level 210.
Climb flight level 210, QJet 1520.
Velocity 277.
210 set, slats retract.
Today Canberra approach, runway 35, expect the ILS.
Expect the ILS, runway 35, velocity 277, thanks.
Stabilizer motion.
Canberra approach, Qantas 1065.
Up takeoff check.
Turning right, heading 0.
90 gear up. Flaps and slats retracted. Flap TO to the hash. Spoils are disarmed.
Qantas 1065, today Canberra approach, you're identified.
Hydraulic
Climb
auxiliary is
flight
off.
level 240, maintain heading 010.
Now it's up takeoff to the line.
Maintain heading 010, follow 240, Qantas 1065.
Qantas 812 established.
Qantas 812, contact Canberra Tower 118 base 17.
QNH 1013.
118.7, Qantas 812, good day.
Velocity 277, December, the start 7,000.
Lights are off.
7,000, velocity 277, thanks.
10,000 feet below the line. Seatbelt signs. Off. Altimeter set 1013 and landing lights off.
Qantas 1065, resume mode navigation position 26 nautical miles to the south of Cullen. Track direct Cullen flight plan route.
Direct Cullen flight plane route, Qantas 1065.
Okay, I'm also checking the rivet. Listen to the Otis 126. 25.
Two. On first contact with Sydney, ground orbx, notify receipt of information India. Sydney, terminal information India. Expect ILS approach. Runway 16, left and right, for arrivals and departures. Parallel runway operations in progress. Independent departures in progress. Wind 0 degrees 7 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud view 2,000 feet. Broken 5,000 feet. Temperature 18.
Approach for leaving
QNH
1022.
On first contact with Sydney, ground orbx, notify receipt of information India.
Qantas 719,
Sydney, terminal information India.
Climb flight level 2 for Qantas 719.
It's information India. Okay, it's going to be the 16 right, I'd say, and off the rivet.
Qantas 719 requesting direction on up.
Qantas 719, stand by.
Direct on up, Qantas 719.
Qantas 719, negative, stand by.
Okay, leaving a rivet, we go to Bigham at or above 8,000. Tammy at or below
Canberra
9.
approach, velocity
Boogie at
377,
6.
establishment flight mode.
And after that we'll get radar vectors.
Velocity 277, that'd be a little concerned. You can continue descent to 5,400 and from Menzies, cleared ILS, runway 35.
Down to 5,400 on the right slope, down to runway 35, velocity 277, thanks mate.
At 15, 20 my apologies. Contact Melbourne, turn up 125.0 today.
125.0, QJet 1520.
Stabilizer motion.
Melbourne Saitek QJet 1520, climbing flight level 210 and leaving flight level 170.
Yeah, 1520, Seneca Day, cleared the rivet to arrival, runway 3, correction 16 right, flight level 210.
Clear the rivet through over runway 16 right and maintain level 210, QJet 1520.
Robert Sonic Qantas 1065, climbing to flight level 240.
138 in the approach, looks good to me. Flight 40.
Sorry, was that Qantas 1065 checking in? Nope, but I've Qantas 1065 climbing to flight level 240.
Intercept at 3,000 down the 3-degree glide path. Minimums is
runway
210.
16 right, flight level 250.
Best approach is heading 170, climbing through.
Flight level 250, unable, rivet 3, requesting radar vectors in Sydney, advance Qantas 1065. Qantas 1065 with every time, sorry about that, from rivet. Track direct Sydney, cancel the runway expectation, runway to be advised. Roger from rivet, track Sydney and stand by for the runway Qantas 1065.
Altitude.
1,000.
Juliet Sierra 22 Melbourne Centre radio check. Jet 1520 when ready, descend 10,000, QNH 1022.
10,000, QNH 1022, Jet 1520.
And QJet 1520, descend now to 10,000 due traffic.
Give it a setting now, Jet 1520.
Qantas 1065, when ready, descend flight level 220, runway 16 left.
Flight level 220, runway 16 left, Qantas 1065.
Here's our descent.
Melbourne Centre, Colt 41, back with you.
Colt 41 Melbourne Centre, g'day. Due traffic turn left heading 140.
Just confirm, heading 140, Colt 41.
Affirmative.
Heading 140, Colt 41.
Qantas 1065, when ready, descend amended flight level 230.
Melbourne Centre, good day. Singapore 225 Heavy, climbing for flight level 280, currently at 270.
Singapore 225, Seneca A, climb flight level 360.
Singapore 225 Heavy, say again.
Singapore 225, climb flight level 360.
Climbing to flight level 360, Singapore 225 Heavy.
Boeing 777, contact Canberra approach 124.5.
24.5, Boeing 777.
QJet 1520, contact Sydney approach 124.4.
104.4, Jet 1520. Sydney approach, QJet 1520, descending 10,000 feet and leaving flight level 160, information India.
QJet 1520, Sydney approach, good evening. Continue descent down to 10,000 feet, runway 16 right, expect the ILS approach.
10,000 feet, ILS, runway 16 right, QJet 1520.
approach, Qantas 1065 on the flight level 160.
Qantas 1065 Sydney approach. G'day. Continue descent down to flight level 130. Runway 16 left, expect the ILS approach.
Roger, flight level 130. Is 16 right available? I know we got the company aircraft just behind me on 16 right of time. Advise Qantas 1065.
Qantas 1065, I can get 16 right to work. Expect 16 right, ILS.
Right, thanks. 16 right, ILS. I'm just going to have the vectors because I have
altitude.
Qantas 1065 AFM.
Yeah, flight's not so bad.
16 right, ILS.
Just needing some speed brake now.
Uniform Charlie Mike, contact Melbourne Centre 125.0. Good day.
Contact Melbourne Centre on 125. Oh, sorry, man.
Signs on.
Uniform Charlie Mike.
Uniform Charlie Mike 125.0.
125.0. G'day, Uniform Charlie Mike.
As terms, Captain speaking from the flight deck. We began descent into Sydney at this stage, and we do anticipate arriving in about 15 minutes. Temperature down there in Sydney currently 18 degrees Celsius as night does fall. Captain will be coming through the airplane to ensure that everything is ready for departure.
1520 Sydney approach.
QJet 1520.
QJet 1520, due to the company traffic requesting 16 right, am I able to transfer you over to 16 left?
Yeah, that'll work fine. 1520.
1520, you can expect the ILS from my 16 left.
Only 16 left ILS, QJet 1520.
Qantas 1065, 10 left, heading 350, descend and maintain 6000.
Roger, left heading 350, 6000, Qantas 1065.
Juliet Sierra 22, this is, sorry, Sydney approach, this is Juliet Sierra 22.
Probably going to shoot us right over the top and bring us around on the left hand side.
Currently focusing on command on Airport.
Juliet Charlie 22, Sydney approach, g'day, continue descent down to 10,000 feet. You can expect the ILS approach for runway 16 right.
The lights are on.
Melbourne Centre, continue to 10,000 feet, expect runway 16 right, Juliet Sierra 22.
Angle Station, Sydney, information, Juliet is now current. Winds are 080 at 7 knots, QNH 102.
New runway, new minimums. 220 is set. And it's a 4,000 foot
and
intercept.
QJet 1520, due to the runway change, expected route will be direct over TSAT and then vectors from TSAT afterwards.
Over TSAT and then vectors, QJet 1520. Gain intercept is 4,000 feet, missed approach is up to 3,000 as directed by ATC, heading out
Qantas
125.
1065, reduce normal speed, restriction to 250 knots or less.
Let's look at the taxi. So obviously the long taxi will probably vacate Tango 3 and then taxi all the way back by the long way. And we're probably going back to gate 8. Yep, Microsoft Flight Sim does indeed look pretty cool. Probably sometime next year, maybe even towards the end of next year. I'm expecting that'll come to us.
Juliet Sierra 22, descend 8,000.
Juliet Sierra 22, descending to 8,000.
Airport's in sight.
Juliet Sierra 22, turn left heading 025.
Juliet Sierra 22, turn left heading 025.
QJ 1520 from T-State, you can turn left heading 010.
Have T-State heading 010, QJ 1520.
Qantas 1065, descend 3000.
3000, Qantas 1065.
010, sir.
QJ 1520, descend now to 8000.
Send 8000, QJ 1520.
Qantas 1065, turn right heading 090.
Right heading 090, Qantas 1065.
Yes, the infamous Southwest Airlines approach, which is everything off, everything out, gear down, flaps 40, speed brake out, and then just make a massive left-hand turn spiraling approach. It's not really a Southwest approach unless you have 30-degree angle of bank as you pass 200 feet.
Qantas 1065, continue right turn heading 155. You're cleared the ILS, runway 16 right.
Continue the turn heading 155, clear ILS, runway 16 right. 65.
Juliet Sierra 22, descend 6000.
Juliet Sierra 22, descend to 6000.
QJ 1520, descend 4000.
So 4000, QJ 1520.
Qantas 1065, establish ILS, 16 right.
4000 is set.
Qantas 1065, roger, contact tower.
Flying data briefing is completed, DA is set, FMS is set for the approach.
120.5.
Seatbelt signs are in, altimeters 1022. Hydraulic pumps are in. EAD is checked.
QJ 1520, turn left heading 320.
Left heading 320, QJ 1520. 320
Juliet Sierra 22, turn left heading 340.
210.
Turn left heading 240, Juliet Sierra 22.
Juliet Sierra 22, you can descend 3000.
Stabilizer motion.
Descend to 3000, Juliet Sierra 22.
QJ 1520, turn right, turn left heading 240.
Left heading 240, 1520. 240 sets, and we'll take the slats. Speed check slats.
Sorry, what's the heading 340, 240, Juliet 022.
Juliet 022, heading 340.
Stabilizer motion.
340, Juliet 022, thank you.
Go 200 knots, flap 18. Speed check, flaps 18. Take FMC speed.
Stabilizer motion.
DJ 15, 20, about 4 nautical miles from Tolix, turn left heading 185, you're cleared the ILS, runway 16 left, report established.
Heading 185, clear ILS approach, runway 16 left, QJet 1520. Land armed.
Juliet 022, turn right heading 070.
Stabilizer
Juliet
motion.
022, heading 070.
Altitude.
That's not a run.
Juliet 022, continue right turn heading 150.
Continue to turn right heading 150.
And Juliet 022, confirm descend to 3000.
So about that, Miss Radio, say for 4,000, will descend to 3,000.
Localizer outside, 3000 is set for the mist. 175, wasn't it? $25. Mist is set. And FMS managed.
Juliet 022, continue right turn heading 185.
Juliet 022, continue right turn heading 185.
Juliet 1520, did we not reprogram for 16 left, or are we going to stick with 16 right?
$15, 20 second.
Juliet 1520, you're established 16 right. You're meant to have first, however, you can stick with 16 right and contact tower 120.5.
You know, I've got my FMS saying 16 left, and I'm still assigned to it. Never mind. I'll go over the 16 left.
Juliet 1520, no dramas, and yeah, contact tower 120.5. See ya.
105. 1520. Flaps 25. Sydney Tower, QJet 1520, side 7 and for runway 16 left.
QJet 1520, Sydney Tower, g'day, runway 16 left, let's land.
16 left, let's land, 1520. One six left.
Just say again.
There's a marker. Flaps 40, landing checklist. Now to go down through green spoils around, flaps are 40. Yeah, they said.
Good evening, Singapore 288 Heavy.
1000.
Singapore 288, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
16 right, clear for takeoff, Singapore 288, and possible we go wind check.
Wind is 0807 knots.
Copy, thanks, Singapore 288.
$500. $400. $300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Singapore 288, contact departures, have a good flight, bye-bye.
Departures, good day, Singapore 288.
QJet 1520, vacated.
QJet 1520, taxi via Tango Lima, advise on taxiway Lima.
Tango Lima, and I'll call you at taxiway Lima. QJet 1520. just want to see the high intensities from outside. Reflection on the bay there is pretty good. Look at the oil tanker. Alright, after landing checklist. Spoilers are retracted, flaps and slats are retracted. Radar is off, transponder stays on, landing lights off, and APU will leave it off until we get a bit closer. Let's go faster. So, QJet 1520 entering on taxiway Lima.
QJet 1520, contact ground 126.5, bye bye.
Ground 126.5, QJet 1520.
Velocity 180.
To the ground, QJet 1520 on taxiway Lima.
QJet 1520, taxi Bravo, cross 25 to the bay.
Well, Bravo, cross 25 into the bay. QJet 1520. Okay, AP coming up.
Visual aircraft City Nation Juliet is now current wind 050 degrees 5 knots, turn H1022, East Nation Juliet.
I think I'll just drive back to Canberra. Halfway there already. No need to fly, just drive on the road. Canberra's only, what, 2-hour drive away? Easy. He's on the one gate that we wanted. Never mind. Gate 9 it is. Parking brake is set. APU's on the bus. Shut that down. Cabin crew, disarm doors. Got strength. APU is off. And the last check. Okay, parking checklist, parking brake is set, flaps are up, slides are disarmed. APU is off. Is ignition switch auto. Fuel switches are cut off, seatbelt signs are off, beacon light can go off. Exterior lights, we'll drop the logo as well. Fuel control panel is set. In fact, we can set it even more than it is. Hydraulic auxiliary pumps are off. Ice protection is off. Status page. Transponder standby. And that is us done. Cool. Well, that is us, the Boeing 717. City to Canberra and back again. Hope you have enjoyed that. We'll be going off to write a report about how we lined up with the wrong runway. Yeah, I've been Musical Aviator, and I'll see you guys next time. Possibly tomorrow. Catch you then.